What's up, guys? Today we're doing a taper fade. 1.5 with the grain. High taper in the back, low on the sides, with the beard line up. He don't want nothing took off his beard. He's trying to grow it out thick. And he don't like no pain or none of that. So this is just straight clipper cut, no razors or nothing. So let me get right in it. So we're gonna start off using a 1.5 with the grain. It's best to go with the grain when you're doing somebody that like waves, because if you go against, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna cut them out. So you just go with the grain in the pattern that their hair grows, in the pattern of their waves. Just repeat that process throughout the whole head, going over your work just to make sure he's even. And don't forget to brush and comb, because that way it helps you be able to see any areas that you may have missed. And if you're doing any cuts in quarantine right now, be sure to wear your mask, you know what I'm saying? It's best, even if your client have it on, but you know, this client, he didn't have a mask, so I just made sure I had mine on. So be safe out there, guys, while y'all out there cutting. You know, we all gotta get our money. So yeah, so now that I got him cut down, I'm gonna brush him off, make sure I ain't missed nothing. Then I'm gonna jump right into the first part of the taper, which is creating a balding line. I'm gonna create the balding line using my 40 blade, which is equivalent to a 000. So what you want to do on the taper is start that right around the temple area, and then repeat the same process on all sides of the taper. He want a high taper, so in the back I'm gonna make his line a little higher than normal. But you know, it just depends on your client how they want their taper. So you create the line and then you clean up the rest of the hair under the line, creating that bald area. So once you get those lines in, your next part is to take whatever type of clippers you're using with the lever all the way open and flick at the bald line about 1/2 to 1 inch up. 1/2 inch to 1 inch up. And what that does is it creates space for you to get that line out when you're on your finishing process of your taper. So create that next line, which is gonna create, it's actually gonna create a second line, but it's actually taking out some of this, easing the line up on that first balding line by doing that. See how I created 2 lines? So next, after I created those 2 lines, then I'm gonna take my 0 guard, attach it to my Andy's clippers, and I'm gonna leave the lever all the way open, and I'm gonna scrape at that second line so it can blend in to the rest of his hair on his head there, so it can blend into the 1.5 that I just cut him down with. You just repeat the steps. So once you see that you got that second line blended in to the rest of his hair on his head, then you want to go back to that balding line. So you're going to take the guard off and you can start scraping at the bottom balding line. And you can do this, it don't matter which way you do these steps. As long as you do these steps, you could start scraping at the bottom line and trying to take that line out first, or you can go for your second line. Whichever steps you want to do, it doesn't matter the order as long as you make sure you do them. So yeah, and I'm going in on the first line with the lever all the way open, then I'ma gradually close it as I go. See? And always make sure you check your work so that way you don't miss no areas or leave no hair nowhere. Just brush it. That's what the brush and the comb is for. Yeah, so you just want to just repeat these steps around the whole areas of that you're tapering. Use that brush and always check your work. Like I said, don't be afraid to use those levers to get a part that you might see you missed. Or you feel like the line ain't coming out, just close the lever a little bit. And like I say, use the edge of the clippers. The edge of your clippers is your friend. It helps not create another line or a patch. And that's good with doing any kind of fade, a taper fade, ball fade, whatever kind of fade you're doing. Use them edges of the blade. So next, you want to blend, if they got a beard, you want to blend out the line from the top of the beard too, because you don't want to have a hard line right at the bottom of their taper. You want everything to look blended. So you want to go to the top of their beard and make sure you blend that in by flicking your one into the balding area from where your taper was at. Always use your corners of your blade. So next we're going to start the line. I'm going to line his back of his neck up first just to get that out the way. And what you want to do is take your liners, whatever type you got, and you go to the original line, you hit it, and you come away. Never go into the line up because it's easy to go a little hard and you might push the hairline back. So just go to where the natural line is and come away. And when you're done, you just clean up the excess hair. And this guy, he don't want razors and stuff because he say he break out. So I'm not going to use a straight razor on his lineup today. But hit it, come away. You see the motion my hand is going? It's hitting it and it's coming away. And just clean them off. Make sure you ain't missing no hair. Then we're going to go right into the front of his taper, front of his lineup. So the same thing with the lineup. You brush their hair, comb it down, and you see where the natural line is, and you hit it and you come down. Hit, come down, hit, and come down. Just like that motion I'm doing. And once you have created the line, Then you can go back and you can clean up any excess hair around the line, but just make sure you don't go all the way up to the line and create, you know, a patch or hit his line up and make him recede. And always use that comb. That's how you can tell where their natural line is. And when you're doing the curves, use the edge of the blade. It's the easiest to bend them corners on the curve or that swivel on that line up. So just use the edge and you can hit that curve real easy. And for the beard, same thing. See, I'm hitting the line and I'm coming away. Hitting the line and coming away. Then you just clean up the excess hair. So yeah, this is just a real quick tutorial, you know, on a quick taper fade. So yeah, just make sure you like double check your work, you know what I'm saying? Any areas you think you might miss on your line, go back and hit it. And you know, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'ma make more. I'ma do some where people getting the hair fibers and different little videos, you know, so we can all keep our hair game up out there in these streets for the women or dudes, whatever your preference is. But we're gonna keep it going. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So this is the finishing look.